Hey everyone. If anybody was over there at Vintage Toy World, good to see you again. Thanks so much for popping in my show. This is Modern tonight. I was doing a vintage and modern, but I think sold off I threw an extra show in earlier in the week because I was off this week, so I was able to get another one in. So I had a lot of vintage stuff sold, so I need to kind of wait for some stuff to come in. So I'm going to try to work mostly modern today, okay? I'm going to list everything one at a time. Hey, Thanos wins. And I'm going to do $1 starts like I've been doing. Sometimes individuals, yes, carded. I will be doing carded. I'll be doing a couple of small boxed vehicles and sets. Okay. So I just, pretty much all the figures that you see that are modern figures behind, or I think it's Morala Vivala, I believe is one. The speeder bike guy I'm rolling right now. Okay. Anything else that you see, it will run at some point in the night, but I'm going to flip it between, loose and carded. And I'm going to flip it between all different types. I have Power of the Force 2, right up until some vintage collection items. Okay. You can ask me for items. I got a whole bunch of different stuff all around me. Okay. When I'm done, if I'm not completely comatose, maybe I will take you guys around a couple of other parts of my collection for anything to run. Obviously, I'm sticking to $1 starts, so I'm not going to run. If you ask me to run a Gentle Giant figure for one, or a Sideshow or a Hot Toys, no, I'm not doing that. But if I have some loose parts of my collection, so why don't we start with this guy right here, Moralo Eval, $1 start. All of my auctions run 15 seconds, and they do have the 10-second overlay if you bid at the last second. So this one's running. Okay. Thank you for the bid. This is number 1. And again, if any of you are coming over from Vintage Toy World, thank you for doing that. And when I'm done, I'm gonna do a raid over at Ultimate Jedi. All right, Willem H44, good grab. Thank you for the purchase. Okay, I think I'll flip back and forth between carded and loose. Okay, we'll maybe do it that way just to kind of keep it interesting. This is Power of the Force Leia. This is what I affectionately call the good Leia, as opposed to the first Power of the Force Leia, which didn't look anything like Leia. And we're running. We have reduced shipping today, guys. Oh no! These things might not run on the rotator that well. All right, good grab. And why don't we move on to Death Star Gunner. The stand is not included because I need the stand. Do I have any Revenge of the Sith? I do have Revenge of the Sith. I will bop back and forth with some of them. This is obviously, now, guys, don't get confused. None of this is vintage. None of this is 70s and 80s. Everything you see is modern. Obviously, I think most of us know that, but I just want to put it out clearly there. Running. Thanos wins in the lead. Sometimes I might run more than one figure at a time. I might run 2 or 3. Okay, thank you for the question. I have some Black Series, okay? I picked up a few things today, or not today, this week. All right, burned on a good grab. I need the stand back, though, because I need to use that as my stand all day, all night. Hang on a minute. Give me a few minutes to get a few things inked, and then I'll show you what I do have. Not much, okay? So don't get your hopes up. All right, we got an ATST driver here. He was sitting on the side. I don't know if you saw him. And then I'll run a carded one after this. $1 starts, and we're right. It's number 4. Thanos Wins knows where it's at. He's going to work on trying to get literally the entire run of these things for $1. All right. Thank you for the purchase. Okay, how about, let's see. Let's go with a Han. This is a Return of the Jedi Han Solo Saga Collection. Carded. This is not Vintage Collection. This is Saga Collection. Starting at $1. And we're number 5 and we're running. Okay, Funko Fett. Thank you for the purchase. Good grab. All right. Somebody was asking about a Revenge of the Sith. We got episode 3, number 41, Clone Trooper Super Articulated. It comes with the case, which I had marked on the back. Okay, but it is a complete figure. Just basically was taken out of its package and put in this clamshell, so it's completely mint. All right, and this is Revenge of the Sith Clone Trooper. We're running. Number 6. Knees and arms do bend. Woohoo! Yay! Okay, Black Series. I'll run a Black Series now. I got it. I don't know what. Thank you for the purchase. I don't know. I know that these are probably not the most common. Well, actually, this one This one I think will be. This is my one popular one, guys. I remember I sold off. This is Echo. We have Echo. Yes, it includes his helmet. I don't know if he'll stay on this thing without a support, but I'll run him. $1 start. Oh, Echo. Just when I ran the auction, no less, too. This is number 7. Do I have Vader? Good question. Are you asking if I have Vader Black Series? Or if you're asking if I have Vader just a regular 3 3/4 inch? I probably have a Vader 3 3/4 inch somewhere in here. If not, I will find one. All right. Good grab. I know, right? Good deal. Let me get him kind of situated in his bag here. All right. Let's see. Let's do a twofer here. These are 2 Imperial pilots, TIE fighter pilots. Both complete. Running. Yay! Thanks, everybody. Ooh, this is like my record-breaking number here. Someone was asking about Vader. I'm trying to go through my pile here. See if I can find one quickly. Not seeing one at the moment, but that means nothing. I know I have them. So once I get this going, if you're looking for Vader, I'll get him in there. Any Revenge of carded? Yes. In fact, the next one I'm going to list is a carded Revenge of the Sith, which I'll show you in a second. Any Darth Tubas? Collectible Kingdom. Good to see you, man. Thanks for bopping in. I know you're busy. You're a busy guy. I got your shelves all put up, by the way. They look amazing. Okay, that was number 8. Let me just make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, now we got, this is a holographic Yoda, Revenge of the Sith, Toys R Us exclusive, still in the package, still in the outer shell casing. Revenge of the Sith, holographic Yoda exclusive, starting at $1. This thing does not want to stay up. Knocked all my figures down. This is number 9. You know what? I think I'm going to have to turn my little thing off here because it just doesn't want to stay on. Plus, guys are going to knock over, so. All right. Thanos wins. Good grab. Awesome. Okay. Let's go for a 2 for here. Let's go for Bosk. These are modern. And Dengar. They need a buddy cop. All right. You know what? You're going to get a stand because I'm tired. All right. There we go. All right. And we're running. Got another Revenge of the Sith coming after this. We're getting 2 figures for the price of 1. 50 cents each. Excellent grab. All right. All right. Ooh, wait, let me make sure the number gets in there so I remember. Okay, this is Revenge of the Sith Clone Trooper, Target exclusive. Oh. Okay, guys. The mini lightsabers are from those are the. Let me run this while it's running. I'll talk about the mini lightsabers. Running. The mini lightsabers are actually from the Disney parks and or Disney store. They are still available. I think they're still available. Maybe they might have sold out, but they are in fact an advent calendar. It was a 12-day advent calendar. They're really cool. I've opened up one every day. I did it for the 12 days of Christmas, so I'm on day 9, and I don't know if I really want to part with it just yet. I'll probably end up listing them next Christmas. But I think you'd probably be better off just getting them. They might even be on sale, so I would say look for them. All right, Thanos win. Good grab. I would say grab them at the Disney shop. You probably get them pretty cheap. Okay, how about some Cantina denizens? What's this? Loxivrock? Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not 100% good with the newer names. I mean, all these creatures were just, to me, the Cantina consisted of Walrus Man, Greedo, Hammerhead. Good unlocking bronze. Do I want to throw another one up there? I don't really have any other loose Cantina aliens, so let's just go with we'll go with him for now. Okay, and we're running. Put him in your HasLab Cantina. Or not. Number 12. Nobody wants him. All right. Oh, here we go. Just remember, guys, when you jump in at the last second, it does add another 10 seconds. So, all right, Thanos. Excellent grab. I gotta remember to reverse these. Let me just get this in here. All right, and back to. How about a Saga Collection Luke Skywalker with Poncho, And this time with a removable helmet. Thank you very much. Not quite sure why Kenner didn't do that with Luke when they could do it with Leia back in the vintage days. Starting at $1, and we're going. Oop. Good grab. All right. Thank you for the purchase. All right. Let's go for Boba Fett. Come on. Use them on the stands. There we go. All right. Loose. Boba Fett. Running. 14. This is awesome, guys. Your favorite figure as a kid. Now, showing your age here, you talking about the specific figure? Or are you talking about just the Boba Fett vintage figure? I'm always curious about the age, you know? I mean, I don't mind sharing my age, guys. I see it like levels on a video game. I've made it to level 54. So I'm actually pretty proud of the fact that I've seen Star Wars. Good grab on that. I've seen Star Wars like in the theaters. Okay. One of my favorite modern figures when they first came out because of the cool effect with the eyes. Just little openings in the front there. Let me grab one of my... Some of these figures don't... There we go. Jawa 2-pack, starting at $1, and we're running. This is number 15. I just thought that was a cool effect. What an inexpensive way, the glow eyes, yeah. What an inexpensive way to make that effect happen. No batteries. Yes. K-Berg 12, good grab. All right, moving on. Let's do a... Get out of there, Snowy. How about a Biggs and Luke 2-package, 2 for here. We got... I'm gonna get him on this. If I can get him on the stand. We got Biggs. And we got Luke. 2 figures, starting at $1. And we're running. Show number... This is number 16. Hey, Berdani, good grab. Okay, let's go with another Revenge of the Sith. We had a lot of people asking about Revenge of the Sith. I find interesting. We've got this is the Commander Bakara from the Revenge. You can see he still has the part of the Revenge of the Sith card there in the back. Complete. Get all of these figures, guys, taken out of the package, put right on display in the clamshell. Running. None of these. Where are we? Number 17. Okay, none of these figures have been played with excessively. Because I purchased them as adults, a lot of these. Now, I should say, well, the figures that are in clamshells, those I can vouch for those. So the figures that are not, they came from another collection. All right, Funko Fett, congrats. Thank you for the purchase. All right, how about let's see if we have any love for the prequels. Qui-Gon, my favorite character from the Phantom Menace. And we're running. Cad Bane. Ooh. You want me to sell one of my other favorite characters? I don't know if I have any CAD with me now. Looking at my pile here. All right, good grab. Hey. I'm doing this. How about we run a Saga Collection Leia Bausch with helmet, staff. Comes with the clamshell case, by the way. Clamshell case is worth like $4. And we're running. And then again, guys, I'm gonna my sales, 100 auctions tend to run between 2.5 and 3 hours, and then I'll try to move it fast, and then we'll raid Ultimate DJ. And I'll watch him while I'm packing up all your stuff. All right, Thanos wins. Good grab. Unfortunately, the downside about selling carded figures is I got to find boxes to fit them all in, particularly for those of you that buy it a lot. All right, how about another two for here? We'll go with 9 Num. This is modern 9 Num. And Admiral Akbar with this really, really cool gun that he never had, but I think it's a cool gun that he puts on there. Here's a twofer, and we're running. $1 for 2 figures. Good grab. For Donnie. All right. Okay, how about a vehicle? This is Power of the Force Expanded Universe vehicle. This is like, I guess, the original looking speeder bike. Comes with a figure. That is a great grab for $1 start. 21, starting. Got another Revenge of the Sith coming for those interested. McGregor Obi-Wan. Yes, but I got to find it. I've got piles and piles here, guys. So good grab. Thank you for the purchase. Puppet start. Let's go with a Revenge of the Sith. Magna Guard, right? Or no, Grievous. Sorry, Grievous's bodyguard. My bad. Number 60. And we're running. All right. Someone's asking about Obi-Wan. Not seeing anything at the moment, but I will keep my eyes and ears open. Collectible Kingdom? Collectible King? Okay. So I set up Collectible Kingdom. I set up my auction now for shipping. You can, I think you have the ability to choose the pickup. Okay. So if not, let me know. But I believe I set that up. All right. Let's go with, here's a fan's choice Shadow Trooper. Udupau Shadow Trooper. Comes with the black coin. Such a cool figure. Love the card art. This is 30th anniversary Saga Legends. And we're running. 30. I'm telling you, man, we're like, oh, come on. Where's my Obi-Wans? I can't find any Obi-Wans. Ah! If I cannot find a Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan, I will go to my collection and grab a Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan. All right. Hey, Fighting Vegas. Welcome back. Good grab. Number 8. 20. All right. How about another Saga? But this is Clone Trooper, 5th Fleet from the Saga collection. Comes with the Vader hologram. And we're running. Okay, I'm checking on something here while I'm waiting here, guys. Okay. DC's number 24. And this wins. Good grab. All right. All right, we got something, guys, here that's a little bit higher end. Not much, just a little. This is a battle pack, Droid Factory Capture. Includes a battle droid with 3PO, with the head swapped. R2. It's got the destroyer droid. It's got Anakin, and it's got Jango Fett. This is an awesome, awesome, awesome battle pack. Comps on eBay run it between $27 and $40. Those are the sold prices, not what people are asking. That's what's sold. Still running it for $1, but I'd love to see it go up a little more. Running. Thanos wins. Good grab. Thank you very much for that. All right. Now, another one. CZ4. Comps on eBay. Sold comps are pretty much solid at $20. So, still running at $1. Go. This is number 26. All right, we're going to run a giveaway in a moment, guys. Oh, sorry about that. All right, Fighting Vegas. Good grab. Awesome. All right. So, for a giveaway, we're going to do a little bit of a pack, make a gift pack here, okay? So we're going to do a little bit of everything. This is for giveaway. Well, make sure my giveaways are running. Hold on. Yes, they are. Okay. We got a Gammy Guard, but newer Gammy Guard. Dude. Okay. Gammy Guard. Got a Power of the Force Luke. This is a giveaway. And we'll do Zam Wessel from the prequels. And we'll throw in one more. Let's see. Throw in an old Ben from Power of the Jedi. All right, so 4 figures, 2 on cards. This is a giveaway. So we'll run it for about a minute. Mostly, yeah, this is a modern tonight. I'll get back to vintage next week. I think I want to toggle it, guys, back and forth. Because, hang on one second, guys. While it's running, I want to. Okay, I'm going to run a loose Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan after this sale. After this. All right, another 15 seconds. Welcome, guys. Welcome. We're just running a giveaway, and then I'm going to these figures on the screen. This is just a follower giveaway. So, thank you for following. Like I said, folks, I've been trying to run auctions every week. I think over the next 2 months, I'll be able to do that without any issue. There might be a week or two in March, a week or two in April that I'm not able to do it. All right, here we go, guys. We're going to draw the winner. Last chance. 3, 2, 1, running. Maybe. Did I not press hard enough? There it is. Chirp away. Is that Choir Boy? Good grab. All right, congrats on your win. Just grab this. All right, now we're gonna run. This is a Saga Collection 047 Obi-Wan Kenobi from Phantom Menace. Okay, and we're running. Sold for $1. Yikes. Okay, 27. Okay. All right. Okay, how about some Jabba's denizens here? We got the new version of Barada. Got the new version of Skiff Klaatu. Come on. And we got the newer version of Nikto. Get these guys to stand without. I don't want to stand here, sorry. He doesn't want to stay on the stand. Oh, this guy only has a peg hole on one foot. There we go. 3 of these awesome figures, guys. Great for if you have the barge or a skiff running. 28. And again, we go with the mins. All right, good grab. $3. And how about a trilogy collection? Chewbacca. This is OTC 08. Really great Chewbacca figure. Comes with a really cool stand. Again, dollar starts. And we're running. Number 29. All right, good grab. All right, gotta keep it. Let's move back on to one of these. We got Shadows of the Empire. Luke Skywalker in the guard outfit. Comes with the helmet. I'll put on him. Shadows of the Empire. Really interesting thing that they did. What was it? They called it Everything But the Film, which I thought was a kind of a cool concept. Ryan Rant. Oh, you're not gonna take it for $1, but Legacy Collection. Yes, I do have some Legacy Collection. I'll run that next. And by the way, guys, I'm saying anybody I said not yet. Like somebody's asking me about Vader. Okay, Thanos, good grab. I know I have a Vader. I'm just trying to get into my piles here. You know, they don't take up. Vintage loose figures are easier to organize than these guys because there's carded figures take up a lot of space. So, all right, let's run Legacy Collection, Yaddle and Even Peel. That's a 2-figure deal here in a carded box. Legacy Collection. All right, guys, hang on one second. One second. Okay, so here we go. Running for a buck. And we're going. This is number 31. All right. Don't know. All right. Force be with you. That is my favorite handle. You remind me of good old Art Carney when he was in the holiday special and he wishes the Wookiee family may the force be with you. Letting his Brooklyn accent come in. Okay, we got Slave Leia. I'm sorry. Hut Slayer Leia, whatever you want to call her. Never made it as a vintage figure, so that one will look nice on the Jabba and even have the collar to put her in. Running. This is number 32. People. All right, great grab for $3, man. Nice. All right, how about a original trilogy collection number 23, Tusken Raider, complete. Comes with the stand and the clamshell case. And we're running. Sorry, 33. All right. Oh, we have a Vader. I knew I found a Vader. All right. Vader's coming. All right, Thanos. Good grab on that. Here is a episode 3, Heroes and Villains, number 1 of 12. Vader, carded, good condition. Comes with the Vader hologram figure. Starting at $1. And we're running. You unlocked Tashi Station. Rewards. Awesome. All right. Good grab for $6. All right. ATST driver. Any power converters? I have no power converters. Sorry. At the Tashi Station for power converters. I need to do what Florida Man does. He like runs the movie in the background. I need to do that. I'm just playing some music right now. All right. Looks like, yeah. Choir boy. Good grab. Good grab. All right. How about... let's see. Let me gauge interest in this one. Hang on a second, guys. You know what? Actually, I'll run this first, and then I'll get that out. This is a original trilogy collection Lando 32. Comes with the stand, complete. I even included a little card that was inside of the package. Number 36 and running. All right. Good grab. Let me just do one thing here to get this ready. All right. So this is I'm sure some of you are aware of this one. This is those planets, and they included a figure. This one includes Luke. I'm not going to bother trying to get him on the stand there. It's a little bit wonky, but it's kind of a rotating thing, and it's got the Sarlacc. I know that I saw a few of these selling in the package. I have a bunch loose, so I can run these. Let's see what this one does. And we're running. 37. You have some death sticks? You don't want to sell me death sticks. All right, good grab, Brian. You want to go home and rethink your life. Oop, sorry. Okay. Here's a twofer. This is Han and Lando. Power of the Force orange, Power of the Force green. Two figures, man. Starting at $1. And we're running. This is number 38. All right, good grab. Cincy Dad. All right. Episode 1, Phantom Menace. The Breakout Star. Darth Maul. So popular that they brought him back to life and sewed some legs back on him. We're running. All right, good grab. Thank you. All right, question. This is a weird one. So, I do have a handful more Black Series that I'm going to run. All right, they're probably not the most popular, but I'll run them. See if anybody's interested for $1, even if it's just $1. And a second. All right. Okay. Got Jedi Master Indara. Starting at $1. Running. This is 40. All right, good grab. Thank you for the purchase. All right, question. This is a weird one. So I sold off my Black Series, most of it, and this is an empty box. This is the Luke Skywalker number 3. This is the Jedi Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker box. The box is nothing; it's empty, but it included this, which is the casing, or not the casing, the chest piece that you would put over Luke so you can have the little flap that goes down. Is anyone interested in running this for $1? If you say yes, I'll run it. If you say no, I won't. I don't care either way. If you say nothing, I won't bother. No. Okay. Not a problem. Probably going to end up tossing it, but I didn't know if someone had an interest in it. All right. 2 more Black Series. Then I'll go back to my other ones. Jedi Master Soul. And we're running. Yeah, there's some love for the Acolyte. I love it. Okay. Thank you, Brian. Good grab. One more. This is I think my last Black Series. Dedra Miro. Favorite character from Andor. And we're running. A couple more guys. We'll do another giveaway. If I have the Bosk in blue line, can you run it? I do not have the Bosk in blue line. Okay, Brian, good grab. Thank you for that purchase. All right, hang on 1 second. Okay. Getting back to some. Let's do a 2 for here. Okay, we got a Biker Scout, and why don't we throw Endor Leia in on that too, even though she's not the Poncho Endor Leia. I like the 2 for. Okay, this is number 43, and we're running. Okay, gang. Looking good. All right. Got another, well, it's a Saga collection figure. I do believe it's a Revenge of the Sith, though. K-Mill 247. Thank you for the win. Thank you for the purchase. Luke figures. Yeah, I got a few. Be patient. They're coming. Here is Saga 065 Elite Corps Clone Trooper. It's got the camo. I used to call him Camo Biker Scout. And we're running. Yeah, I advise you to stick around, guys. I mean, it's my stuff runs the gambit between, like, literally stuff from. All right, Thanos, good grab. All right, and jumping back to Power of the Jedi. We got a Bespin Guard. Number 45 is running. My loose numbers are starting to get lower. All right, Thanos wins. Grabbing a lot tonight. Good grab. Thank you for the purchases. All right, another one, guys. Roughly a $20 comp purchase on eBay, meaning sold. This is one of those tins, commemorative tin collections. It's basically a Revenge of the Sith one, I believe. Hey, looks like I got another raid. Awesome. We got Mace, we got Yoda, we got Anakin, and then we got an AT-RT driver. Comes with a nice little tin. Starting at $1. Love to get more than that. I'm running. All right, Ryan, good grab. Thank you for the purchase. All right, so this is comping between $20 and $30 on eBay. This is the Force Unleashed video game Shadow Guard. Running. Still trying to look for some Lukes here. Ugh, I know I have some. Got some here. Okay. Where'd my marker go? Where's my marker? There it is. All right, Kate Thompson. Welcome back. That was number 47. Thank you for the purchase. Someone was asking about Luke. We got Luke Jedi from Power of the Force. Back, eventually when they started doing a little better with the less He-Man-like musculatures. I apologize for that. Yeah, I'll start flipping them around both sides. Finger licking. My apologies. I'll do that moving forward. This one does have a little nick at the bottom. Oh, people are interested in this one. Do do do. All right, that's 70s toy guy. Good grab. All right, so we got one here. This is a $25 to $30 figure on eBay comps, sold items. This is the C8. Sorry, G. Is it C or G? G8R3. It's got the 3D glasses as part of it, so you can see the nifty little thing in the back. Back in the days when Episode 1 came out in 3D, 25 years after it initially came out. Okay, thank you for the purchase. 30th anniversary, PAX Bonk. Nice card. Not exactly sure where this guy came from, but he's a Rhodian, so would work well inside of your Cantina displays. Number 50. All right. Thank you for the win. Excellent. All right, let's do a couple more. Oh, we have another Luke here. This is the same Luke as I had before, only this one is a loose Luke. Come on, Luke. You're embarrassing me. There we go. Luke Jedi from Power of the Force. Running. Oh. All right, good grab. Thank you. Hey. Thinking of. Sorry, hey. I keep thinking of. All right, we got another 30th anniversary Stormtrooper with the coin. Beautiful card. Really a pristine figure. Starting at $1. Running. We're a couple away from our next giveaway. All right. Hey. Excellent grab. Got a Saga collection. Padme Amidala with the hologram. Good card. Comes with the clamshell case. And we're running. I got my Star Wars radio drama coming on. Crazy. This is number 53. All right, Thanos, good grab. All right. Time for another giveaway. Again, I like to do a little bit of hodgepodgey items here. So let's go with the following. We're going to do, let's see. We're going to do a Lobot. Come on, Lobot. Lando. Let's throw in there Obi-Wan, Power of the Force. Admiral Akbar. This is another giveaway. Here, let me start it so you can start entering. All right, giveaway has commenced. We have a BB-8 Pez dispenser, which does not have the Pez, but you wouldn't want it anyway. Luke. And comic from Free Comic Book Day. This is so a little bit of everything there. A little hodgepodge, if you will. All right. We'll run that another, where are we? Another 15 seconds. I'm actually going to get a container for this one because there's a lot to, I want to get it mixed up here. What are those? The mini sabers, you guys, in the background there? These are from Disney Store. They are an advent calendar that came out this year. They were given. There were 12 of them. So I actually gave one to a friend of mine, my coworker, who's really into lightsabers. And then I thought, you know what? They're kind of fun. So I bought a bunch myself. I do not know if they're still available. They're not for sale here, but I do not know if they are available on the Disney Store and Disney Shop or DisneyStore.com. But you can check with them. And because it's post holidays, if they are available, I'm sure they'll be on a discount. All right, drawing a winner. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. TK Nichols! All right. Congratulations on the win. Whoa! Knocked over a few here. Get everything in here so I don't. All right. Good grab. You are welcome. Thank you. Thank you for purchases, and I'm glad it went to. I mean, I haven't figured out how to do the whole like buyer giveaway where you have to have something in the thing for future, for people that don't buy anything, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So, all right, Saga Collection, Mace Windu's Droid R4M6, good card, comes with the hologram sticker. Awesome, guys. If you let me get back to my auction here. If you're looking for vintage, I'm trying to do a little clean out of my modern for a little bit. Space out the space. Space out. Give me some space. The next auction I do will run probably next weekend. Not sure of the date just yet. I got to look on my calendar, and I will be back to doing modern. And I think I'm just going to toggle modern and vintage back and forth over the course of the next, foreseeable future. Yeah, I didn't know Mace had a droid either, but it makes sense. Purple matches his lightsaber, right? All right, Will MH44, good grab. All right, let's move on. We got another Luke X-wing pilot outfit. $1 running. This gives me a second to get into some other ones here. People are asking about. I have another Vader I'm going to run. Any old Republic troopers? No, I'm pretty sure I don't. Because I have to look in the back. Let me. You know what? At the next giveaway, let me go and check. Oh, sorry. $1 fig. That's all right. This was number 55. Good grab, Brian. All right. Now we have another Saga figure. Hold on a second. Thank you for your patience. This is R5J2. Here's another droid. I didn't see the question. Sorry. And I do have more Revenge of the Sith, I think. Yeah. Give me a second. I have to reach into my piles. Here's R5J2 Saga Collection. And we're running. And this is 56. Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Sith. Any more? Oh, I did. All right, I'm gonna have to. All right, good grab. Thank you. All right, this is a full disclosure. I'm giving you. This is a 2-fer. Both of them are damaged cards. Actually, it's a 3-fer. All 3 of them are damaged cards. First, we have Leia. This is a Bosch Leia. You can see the yellowing is severe, and there is some crackling on here. Okay, it is still sealed in the sense that the around the outer part, but you can see here there's a definite opening there. Okay, so that's one. This is all right. Come on. We got Leia from Last Jedi, fully coming off the card. Okay, but still solid inside of the casing, but it is falling apart. And then we have a Lando sealed in the card, but definitely bent. So, and it has some some sticker wear on here. All right, if I can do this without, I'm just gonna play it like that. All right, 3 figures for $1. Cannot go wrong. Take them out. 57. Okay. Like I said, these are not by any means mint, although the figures are in decent condition because they're all on the side of the card. Oh, now Cooper Oreo. In your opinion, I happen to love the sequel trilogy, but I respect everyone else's complaints. I do believe there were some missteps. I'll agree with you there. All right, let's move on to. This is not episode 3 in the terms of Revenge of the Sith, the line, but it is an episode 3 figure. It's the Obi-Wan Kenobi Saga collection. Right when he's about ready to take on Anakin, which I love. Love that pose. This is number 58. Ooh, oh no, I already did the other giveaway. Good. Running. Hey, thank you for the raid. Woo. Party of 5. Woo woo. Welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the show. All right, Brian. Good grab. Okay, we got the power. I don't even know which version this is, but it's Ponda Baba, but it comes with his extra arms and hands, meaning it comes with the hands that are hands, the hands that are claws, or whatever they were, and comes with his drink even. Great cantina. Carded vintage, new. I do not have any carded. I mean, I have carded vintage, but I have none that I'm selling in this particular show. My specialty, if you will, is essentially a mix of. I do run vintage loose, incomplete and complete figures. I run them in clamp. Some of them in the complete figures I run in clamshell cases with custom backdrops to kind of give them a little extra. Okay, and I run modern, loose, and carded. TK, good grab. Someone was asking me about a Vader. This is an awesome Vader. This is from was it the Saga Collection, Empire Strikes Back. Darth Vader comes with a little cutaway backdrop. I loved this time frame because if they didn't give you play features, which I wasn't a big fan of the play features on some of the figures, but I did absolutely love. Look at like all the backdrop it comes with. It just came with this. It was like little mini dioramas. Such a cool thing. Yeah, so those are the things I mainly do. You know, this is 60 right now. I have vintage carded figures, but I'm not parting with those just yet. Maybe down the road. I don't know if I'd run it on Whatnot though. It feels like Whatnot is not probably a good place for that. Especially, I might be eventually upping the start to. Yeah, good grab. Maybe instead of $1 starts, maybe $2 starts. A little bit more, just a little bit. I don't think I'll ever go above like $5 starts. Okay. Oh, Grand Moff, man. Grand Moff Tarkin. I love the weapons. Yeah, the 2008 line was great. I think my favorite line in terms of quality and what you got in the figure, I think my favorite line was everything from like 2006 all the way to 2015. Not that I like stuff before that. I like stuff after that. Those stick out in my mind. Yes. Oh, thanks for watching. Yes, I did mention that. That is my favorite. I meant when I'm drawn to. I mean, everything. I just feel like good grab. I just feel like they were on there, as I said in the video. He's talking about my YouTube channel, guys. I invite you to check out the Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show on YouTube. I run. Well, these days I've been running almost daily daily episodes. All right, where everybody knows your name, Major Brent Derlin, Cliff from Cheers. Finally got his own figure for the Saga collection. Although I guess he was sort of that figure that they made back at the Rebel Commander. Running. I really appreciate that, Eric. Thank you. Yeah, the coins. He thought that were tacky. I mean, I don't know, man. The coins are always like, you wonder, right? It's like who wants a coin, right? But then I don't know. Then they came out with that like coin collection thing. It was cool. Oh, speaking of that, we have another a Shadow Stormtrooper fans choice. Okay, guys, these run pretty high on eBay. The sold comps, number 63, and we're running. I think I got through almost all of my loose figures for the moment. Oh, I have this one. Oh, do I not have it? I do. Doo-doo-doo. I knocked over my little snook. Oh, there we go. Oh, do I not have this? Oh, shoot. Okay. All right. All right. Good grab, Thanos. You're taking a lot home today. All right. Now, full disclosure on this next one. I have another one of those little planet ones. But unfortunately, I only have the planet. I don't have the base. I have the planet. I have the figure, but not the base. So I'm just letting everybody know. It's essentially the Death Star, right? And you open it up, and it's got Vader sitting in his little chamber. Oops. It's not broken. Just came off its hinges. Hang on. This is a fail. It happens. Yeah, you know what? I don't think I can get this thing to run. Oh, no, there it is. Okay. All right. So, like I said, it doesn't have a stand, so you'll have to fashion something if you want to. It's not really something that will stand, but the figure's got fully posable. Okay. I'm not sure if anybody wants it. I'll run it. Nobody wants it. Or if they just want it for $1, you bid for $1. This is number 64, running. Brian wants it. Brian might get it for $1. And that's okay. It is complete other than missing the base. Ooh. Oh, Patrick wants to jump in there. Cool. Yeah, the Saga. I'm going to be running a bunch of 30th anniversary with the coins, with the tacky coins. Hey, Patrick, good grab. If I stumble across the base, Patrick, I will, in a semi soon from now, I will. I'll drop it in there for you. But I am looking around. I am not seeing it. All right, we got the Rebel Honor Guard from 30th Anniversary Collection. Okay, another beautiful figure, beautiful card. Oh, love those. I hate to part with them. They're just so awesome. Running 65. At 75, around 75, we'll run another one. All right, good grab. Now, next one. Running between $15 and $20 for sold on eBay. This is the Clone Trooper 7th Legion. Again, good card, number 49. All right, good grab. This was number 66. 60. How appropriate. 66 was a clone trooper. Come on. Couldn't have planned that if I tried. All right. Got one of the concept snow troopers. This is one of the Ralph McQuarrie concept figures. My absolute favorite. I am partial to them because my daughter is an artist, as those of you know watch the channel know. So awesome, and I love that they did these because even though the McQuarrie concepts were certainly followed to pretty closely, it was just cool to see that. All right, let's go here. What else we got? Like I said, I'm pretty much running carded from this point on for the most part. There may be one or two loose items. Patrick, good grab. Thank you for the purchase. Okay. Getting back into some old school. I can't believe I have to call this old school. This is a pretty decent. There is a little bit of rub on the card. There's some, looks like maybe where the price tag was. Probably could come off with some mineral oil or some rubbing alcohol. But otherwise, I think it's a pretty decent card. Okay. Probably not the most popular line, I know, but still, it's got some vintage quality to it. And two people didn't like that. All right. Oh, someone's going to grab it for $1, which is totally fine with me. It's like, I don't want to go for $2. It's okay. You can go for $2. Hey, Brian, grabbing a lot today. Good. Let's do another one. Same idea. A little bit of rub from the sticker and a little card crease. Definitely probably better an opener. I'll tell you what, I'll run. Okay, I'm gonna run 3 because these are all semi-damaged cards. So we'll run Ben, Leia, and that's the Leia that is not my favorite Leia, and Chewie. Of course. Running for $1 for the 3. Go. I'm bopping back and forth here. All right. Number 16. Okay. Okay. Brian's taking a lot today. Good. Thank you for your purchases. 9. I'm going to put this here so I don't confuse it. Let's run another saga. This is a super battle droid in camouflage. Again, mint card. Okay. Decent one there, right? I didn't check the comps on this one. Running. Number 70. Run a few vintage collection figures. All right, good grab. Thanos wins. All right, let's run the. Hang on a second. Let's run the twins. Osha and May. Slight crease on this one, and a little fold there. Okay, so these are not the best. There's a little bit of bend in each of them, but good for opening, or if you're going to put them in a... I enjoyed the show. I mean, I wasn't that much into the books, so for the High Republic. This is 71. Okay. Still got a lot to go, guys. We still want to run it. Might end up running past 100. All right, good grab. Okay, but we'll see. Let me. 71. It's always a. All right, one of my favorite characters from the the TV series, plural. All right, so Star Wars Daddy. I upped my product for this week to do. Well, what I'm trying to do, Star Wars Daddy, is kind of do a modern auction, followed by a vintage auction, followed by a modern auction. Okay, so my vintage is going to be next week, but I'm going to try to do it later in the day so you don't have to get up so early out there on the West Coast. Okay, this is 72. So yeah, but I'm trying. I got so much modern, and I got to clean out some of it today, just to get room. Plus, I did some orders, and I got to wait for some of your stuff to come in the mail. All right, good grab there, Ham Bam. Wait, what is that? It is Bam 43765. Bam, awesome. All right, how about one more? Do we have any more vintage? I have two more vintage collection. That is, we got another Soul. Oh, you know what, guys? On second thought, I'm not running this one because it's cracked. I was going to use that one as an opener, or did I already do that? Are they both that? No, they're not. There. Unless you want me to run it, I can run it for an open. Do so. All right. There's the crack in the front there. All right. Running them for $1, and we're going. This is number 73. Yeah, I'm looking around here, and I'm got plenty to do here before even. I don't know if I'm going to get. I'm going to have more. Someone's asked. I found my Revenge of the Sith. They were underneath some stuff, so give me a few more minutes. If you're into Revenge of the Sith or you know somebody, you came late to the party, buddy. I gave up all the rest of my Black Series. I'm keeping on the lookout. All right. Hey, good grab, man. I'll keep a lookout for more Black Series. Okay, so check back with me, and I'll let you know right away. But you got to check early in the show. All right, one more in the way of this is actually the best card of the vintage collection. 312A, Mandalorian, Imperial Base. End of season 3, I guess. Yes, yeah, you did, Brian. Yeah, this one's running. Awesome. I'm gonna run a Power of the Force next, and then separately, Revenge of the Sith. All right, good grab, Courtney. So, okay, back from the Power of the Force days, but come on, folks, Mon Mothma. Mon Mothma, such an awesome character. Take her out, and put her in your Senate. Put her in your Senate diorama. She's almost, like pretend that she's mouthing off to Palpatine. It's gonna be great. Hope everybody had a happy New Year. Didn't party too much. Obviously, you're here, so that's good. Okay, Verdani, good grab. All right, so I hope that my Revenge of the Sith buddy was still here, but we got super articulated Utapau Shadow Trooper, Target exclusive. I think I actually listed one of these already, but here's another one. I think comes in the mint package with the carded protector case, starting at $1, and we're running. Okay. This is number 76. Thanos wins. All right. Good grab. Thank you for your purchase. All right. We got Revenge of the Sith, Lava Reflection, Darth Vader, Duel at Mustafar. Darth Vader before he dons the armor. This is number. Oh. Never mind. 77. Okay. Okay, Kate Thompson, good grab. Thank you for the purchase. All right, and where are we? Oh, we're past my time for a giveaway. So let's do another giveaway. Giveaway number 3. All right, what do we got? We'll start off with here. Let me start it so you can start entering it. Be another hodgepodge here. We'll put the Leia Bouch. This is the. Where's my stand? Okay. There's Leia. Okay. In addition to that, we're going to put Han Solo with coin. This is the Power of the Force Han Solo. Not the best box. Put a Han Solo Power of the Force card. What else do we got? Let's put a couple of oddball stuff here. Here's a titanium Rebel Transport. A push pin collector set. Okay. So, I guess we'll throw this in here too. The Star Wars, this is excavation. I think it's like a rock that you chisel away and you get one of these skulls from a different creature. From the one of the when I think that little science-y stuff that they were doing. This is another giveaway. Okay, we're gonna run it for another 10 seconds. I had the Reflection Obi-Wan. I think that already sold. Tell you what, give me 1 second. I'll let the thing run. Let me check in my personal collection. Let me see if I have the Reflection Obi-Wan. Sorry, no luck on the Reflection Obi-Wan. If I come across it again, I will let you know. Who asked me that? I just want to make sure. Oh, you need the push pins. Well, let's see what we get. All right. Here we go. We're drawing. Flat Fight in Vegas. All right. Good grab. Congratulations for the win. Woohoo. All right. I don't know if this will all fit in the Ziploc, but I'm just going to put it in there. You know what? I think I thought I'd put it in this box. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let me give Leia a separate baggie. Okay. While I'm doing this, why don't we do in a second. Thank you guys for your patience. Okay, so oop, come on. All right, this is running $15 to $20. This is the Airborne Trooper. Again, I think I might have just had this one, but it might be a different one. Again, '07 carded TAC, $15 to $20 are the comps for sold. Number 78, and we're running. Make sure that ends up in there. All right. All right, Thanos wins. Good grab. All right. This is the Rebel Vanguard Trooper. I always felt like this guy would be good for both. Would also be good on to do a Rogue One diorama. Okay, 79. All right. Thank you, Fighting Vegas. Good grab. 879. All right, and then how about okay? I'm a little behind here. Sorry, I was packing up that giveaway. Come on. Okay, this one's running the gambit. This is R2B1's got the. Oh, this is one of the droids from the Naboo starship. Poor guy didn't make it too far. But who knows? If he had saved the day before R2 got there, could have been his. He could have been in the droid doing all the stuff, having all the adventures. Instead, he got blown up into parts. All right. Do, 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 do. All right. Deadpool, good grab. It was number 80. All right, this one goes a little higher, guys. Runs a little higher on eBay comps. This is Ram Coda from Force. I'll just say Force Awakens. Force Unleashed. Number 81. It's running. I keep doing that. Okay. All right, Courtney. Good grab. Thank you for your purchase. Clone Trooper. Hawkbat Battalion. Really nice. This is kind of a throwback to the cartoon, the Clone Wars cartoon, the Nendi Tartakovsky. It's number 82. Running. Courtney, good grab. Thank you for the purchase. All right. Back to Saga for a little bit. We got the Shadow Stormtrooper. Again, mint card, mint package, complete with the clamshell case to hold it together. Man, I remember the days when Shadows Stormtroopers were all the rage. 83, running. I followed this with an oddball item, but I don't know how. I don't know. I think it's kind of cool. Could do that. All right, Choir Boy. Thank you. Good grab. And guys, when we're done, we're gonna go till about 100. Then we'll run one more big giveaway. Then I would like to read Ultimate DJ. If you haven't been on his show, this is episode 3, Heroes and Villains, 13 to 14. This is Emperor Palpatine. Again, mint on card, complete with the clamshell. Heroes and Villains. This is number 84. Right. Yeah. It is really cool to be able to rate another show, guys. It really helps the person running that channel. And I'm telling you, man, it's his show is a lot of fun. It's a game, and there's a whole like an aspect to it. It's like the Winner's Choice game, but then there's other stuff mixed in with it. It's pretty cool. All right, Star Wars Daddy, woohoo! Thank you for the purchase, my man. Good grab. Guys, you got to check out Star Wars Daddy's YouTube channel. It's Star Wars Daddy. He also runs an eBay for those interested in vintage figures. We got another Emperor here. We got a Emperor Palpatine OTC, Original Trilogy Collection. Okay, and this is a hologram, obviously. Yeah, you got to check out Star Wars Daddy. He runs an awesome show. I've said it before. I say it again. And you got to join his membership. If you're someone who wants to get decent, really good condition figures, loose vintage figures at a bargain price, you know, some incomplete, but a lot of them complete. I'm telling you, man, you gotta get on his show. And if you check his show, you might find a couple of this one. He has a podcast episode that he and I did together, and he had me on, and it was a really cool back and forth. Talked about collecting and the ups and downs of them. It's really cool. So check out Star Wars Daddy, and either check out his YouTube channel. He runs videos almost every night, and then check out his eBay store, which is the same name, the Star Wars Daddy, and he runs eBay auctions every Sunday from 6 to 7 Eastern Standard Time. It runs about they all end in the 6 to 7 time slot. And he won again! Woo! All right. Well, another original trilogy one. We got Greedo. Okay, got Greedo from the Cantina. A little different than the vintage version, in that he comes with his with the right kind of hands, and he comes with his vest, complete mint on card, and we are running. This is 86. Okay, got about 15 more to go, and then we will run one more giveaway, and then we're going to go and raid Ultimate DJ. Ryan Ren, good grab. Thank you. All right, now, one thing I haven't touched upon too much in this episode are Clone Wars. Well, we got some here. I wonder if Collectible Kingdom is still in. We got the Stealth Ops Clone Wars Trooper. Okay. Now, there's been a pretty strong desire for the Clone Wars. Okay, these He's been running. Give you the filtered sold items on eBay comps. There have been the last one sold on Christmas Day. There was 2 of them. There was 2 figures sold for $90, so I would say probably about $30 to $40 for this figure. But we're starting at $1. And go. All right, Deadpool, good grab. Thank you for that purchase. Now, this was one type, but they did have a Toys R Us exclusive, slightly different paint app on the helmet. Okay, this is the one that I think booted the other one up so high because I think this is the one everybody really wanted. But comps for the for this one sold comps came in around about $30, $30 to $40. So again, good card, solid card. And this is number 88, and we're running about 12 away or so, 12 or so away from a giveaway. This is 88. Okay. Anybody, if you have an interest in vintage, okay, stick around. Okay, I have one, not a vintage item per se, but something good. Thank you, Sean's Garage, for your win, for your purchase. I'll go with the General Grievous from the Clone Wars. This is the later Clone Wars box set. All right, not the original kind, but running. Still pretty cool. Do have one item I might run a little past 100. I've been making these. I don't know if you have an interest here, but I'll put it out there. For those who've been watching my channel, I've been running these homemade kind of mini card backs from the vintage line. Maybe I'll do the giveaway with those. Okay, cool. All right, Sean's Garage took that one too. All right, and for the moment, this is my last Clone Wars. For the moment, it's R7D4, running about $30 on eBay comps, and we're right. This is number 90. Rhino's in. Hurrah! Rhino has. Good grab. All right. Then we have another Force Unleashed Imperial Jump Trooper from the 30th. That's all right, Sean. Thank you. All right. Here we go. This is number 91. Got an oddball item I'm going to run next, but I'm just going to see how it does. Oh, no. Get back here. Okay, Brian, good grab. Thank you. All right, so these are essentially from the Micro Machine line, but I just thought they were cool. Got a Bantha with a Tuscan Raider. These are not full size, obviously. We got a Ronto with a Jawa. We also have a Land Speeder. These are not die cast; they're plastic. We have the Escape Pod from Star Wars. No figure inside. We've got the Stormtrooper on a dewback, and then my favorite, no figures, but I just love the vehicle. It's one of those other land speeders. I think it might be the one that was in the garage for Luke Skywalker. So we'll run all of these for $1, and we're running. By the way, I will say this one does come with a stand. If I can get it to stay on. Hang on. This does come with a stand like that. It's an Action Fleet 92. Yeah, some cool stuff. I like the small vehicles. To me, and I have a lot of titanium. You guys want me to run a titanium? I mean, I haven't, not tonight, but you want me to run a titanium, the small die-cast titanium vehicles? Well, Will MH, good grab. Thank you for the purchase. If you want me to run that, I could do that. I can grab that stuff and do that in a future episode. Yes, titanium. Okay. Sorry, nostalgic dreams. I am fresh out, but I will see if I can grab a few more for the next show. Again, keep in mind, I'm probably going to be doing weekly shows. Got a few more to run, guys. We're not done just yet. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put these in. See if there's any interest in these. We got really nice Target two packs. This is Master Sev and Arc Trooper. This is number 6 of 6. I've got 4 of them here. Okay. So just so you know, I'll run 4 of them. I've got, and this one, yeah, this is the Target. Is this the Order 66 pack? I forget. Yeah, this is Order 66. So we'll run this one, and we're running. I got 4 of those, and this is number. I'll run them all consecutively here. Yeah, these guys go pretty high, guys. These tend to run sold. I'm checking the comps right now. Yeah, $20 to $30. So yeah, we're right in the right range. Good. Thank you. 83. All right, that was 4 speed with you. Try this one. These are all really good condition. I had some of these on sale, but mine got all sun damaged. These are much better. This is Obi-Wan and Arc Trooper Commander, number 1 of 6. Run this one. 94. Knock that over. Let's do those 2. All right, good grab. Thanks, Thanos wins. Thank you for your purchase. Now, this next one is Luminara Unduli and ATRT Driver. A lot of these are just repacks, guys, but it's a cool concept. This is number 94. Running. This is number 85. All right, Brian. Thank you for the purchase. Good win. All right. And then the last one, I almost wanted to keep this one because this is a character I have no recollection of. I haven't seen him. I've seen this is Tsui Choi and Bark Trooper, but that is a cool Jedi. I mean, I've seen the species. I think basically the species was the one from this Pod Racers, right? But I just think that's a cool one to run. All right, how are we doing here? We're on number 96. 96. Oh, no. Off until next time. It's just such a cool looking creature, you know. Guys, thank you so much for sticking around. Check out my rewards. Okay, all right. Oh, Thanos. Thanos wins. Yes, awesome. Thank you for the purchase. All right, guys, wrapping up. About 3 or 4 more. Okay, got a couple more 30th anniversary collection. Give me a second here. And these are gold coins, the next two. Okay, really no, $20, $30 comp on eBay. Another airborne trooper, but the gold, this is from the ultimate galactic hunt. All right, here we go. And we're running. Number 97. Fireboy. Great win. Thank you. Okay, another one. This is the Galactic Hunt Boba Fett, but this is the animated paint job from the holiday special, the animated debut of Boba Fett. I think it's meaning the first time they released any type of Boba Fett figure in the animated colors. Thank you for your purchase, Fireboy. Check out my rewards for future shows. Okay, this is number 98. It is. It's an awesome figure. Comes with the cool, the little pipe there, the little fork pipe, whatever it's called. Fireboy wants it. He wants it bad. I mean, the cartoon was the best part of the holiday special, and I love the holiday special. Any animated clothes? No, sir, not tonight. I have no animated clones. I'm keeping my eyes open to find them. Any vehicles? It's so funny you should say that. The next one, good grab there, Courtney. The next one I have is a vehicle, so to speak. This is I gotta back this up a bit. This is the Mandalorian AT-ST Raider in the box, unopened. Includes the Klatooinian Raider. Beautiful vehicle. Beautiful box. Got that awesome vintagey look to it, which I love. I literally have been buying vehicles, even though I have so many TIE Fighters and X-Wings and other vehicles. I've been buying up these just for the purpose of it. We are starting this at $1, folks. All right. It goes for more than that. So here we go. 15 seconds. Running for $1. Number 99. And then we got one more after this, and then a giveaway. See this? See this lady? All right, Kay Thompson, excellent grab. Thank you so much for that purchase. Awesome. Okay. Final one, final auction before, then we'll do one more giveaway, guys. This is from Target exclusive. This is the Unleashed thing. Oops, let me just do one quick thing here. Let me see if that's, I don't even know if this will be. I want to check the comps on this one just to give you a price comparison. All right, here we go. It is the, this is the General Grievous. Really cool thing. I have to say, guys, I thought it was mint in the package. It seems like it is because it's taped shut, but there's some plastic, like look like saran wrap. I don't know if that's meant to be there or that. I'm not 100% sure that this is the complete mint in box. Regardless, it's in good shape. It's a beautiful figure, and it's beautiful in the case. And if not, take it out of the case because it's a great display piece. Okay, comps for in the 20 to 30 range, somewhere around there. Let me double check that actually. Oh no, well, wait a minute. Maybe not. No, it's gone for as high as between $40 and $70. So last auction of the day, and then we'll do a giveaway, number 100, and we're running. Oh, you know what? Awesome, great. Before we do the giveaway, guys, I have one more. I'll do a bonus auction because I forgot I mentioned that we didn't do this. My brain is fried. So I work on these things for maybe 2 seconds. I do this normally in my vintage show, but what I've been putting together, these are really for when I sell vintage figures that are complete. I put them in these little, essentially mini versions of the vintage cards. They pretty much look like they're laminated and they look like all the different characters. Okay, so these are all like, all the Star Wars versions that have come out. It's like, and then I have a set for Empire as well. I have a set for I have Jedi. Hang on. Okay, maybe not. No, maybe I don't have Jedi. Yes, it's... Hang on. You know what? I might be out of Jedi. Yeah, I don't think I have any Jedi ready right now. All right. Well, why don't we we'll do Star Wars, Empire, and I'll run some. I can't run the titanium ships because they're not here at the moment. Jedi Starfighters, maybe. Let me take a look. Hold on. So these are essentially the last 17. Okay, and so I have Star Wars, Empire, and last 17. It's a giveaway, and since we do have, it is a modern show, I'm going to throw in a episode 1 Adigali. It's a bit of a damaged card and slightly opened. Okay, and I'll give you a Power of the Force Palpatine as well. All right, so a bunch of card backs for fun. This is the last giveaway of the night. I'll run that now, and then I'm going to. Somebody asked me about it. Let me see if I can find a Jedi Starfighter. I got one Jedi Starfighter I can run tonight. Okay, I'm gonna do the giveaway. Is the giveaway running? Okay, giveaway's running. We're about ready to run that. Okay, here we go. Drawing the winner. Ty, oh, great, good grab. Congratulations. Thank you for entering, and thank you for following. All right. I have to make myself a note. Got to make some more Return of the Jedi card ones for my next vintage sale next week. All right, someone was asking about a a Jedi Starfighter. All right, this was Taya. Okay. Giveaway 4. Okay. Put that in there. All right, so this is the one I have for today, Jedi Starfighter. Okay. It's a good one. Again, basically my vehicles have been taken out and put on display. To be perfectly honest, guys, I'm not sure if this is the right droid to go with it, but I'll put it in here. We have this droid. I'll add to it just because it feels like it's empty without a droid. There we go. All right. I'll run that for auction 101. Okay. And I don't want to go too much, guys, because you definitely want to get in on Ultimate DJ. I've had to find. All right, good grab. Thank you for that. All right, so I had to find that I actually have to search for Ultimate DJ. I don't know if he's. Let me look and see if he's on yet. I think he is. I think he's going on at 8. So it's 8:15. Let me see if I can find him. If he's on, we'll go. Otherwise, let me see if he's. Yeah, he's on. All right. So we're gonna raid him, guys, in a little bit. But before we do that, let me just quickly say thank you guys so much again for your purchases and for your continued support. I really love it. And again, check out my YouTube channel. There it is, Darth Tuba's Unboxing Show. Okay, there's my little QR code. But you just search Darth Tuba, and you will definitely find it. Lately I've been running shows almost every show, but we're trying to settle into kind of a format similar to what Star Wars Daddy does, and I just promoted his channel on YouTube with eBay. He kind of has a channel, and he does it with eBay. I'm trying to do the same thing, but with Whatnot, so I can kind of stay away from competing with Star Wars Daddy. He's a friend and someone I want to keep on good terms with, and I don't want to compete with him, really. Although I do end up a lot of times buying some of his items to resell, but but he knows that, and it's okay. And I do buy a lot of stuff for my personal collection. He's definitely more devoted to vintage. But and speaking of vintage, I'm gonna run another vintage show next weekend. I'm not sure yet. Check my, make sure you follow me, and I'll get a show scheduled. I just got to look at my schedule. It's probably gonna end up being, for now, Saturdays, just because I have other responsibilities on Sundays. And this way, if I do them on Saturday, I can pack everything on Sunday, and then get everything out for the Monday. So thank you all so much. I'm gonna end now, and let's raid Ultimate DJ as soon as I can do that. So. Let me do that now, and have a good rest of your weekend. That's where I'm creating the raid. See, now it doesn't come up. I gotta find it. Ultimate. Ah, there he is. Ultimate DJ. Here we go, guys. We're raiding.